there's a brand new payment system that developers say is safer than credit cards. We're talking about paying with your veins. Actually, it's sort of the pattern in your veins, something I guess would be very difficult to copy. Our producer Chris has some more details on this. Paying with your veins.
Paying with your veins. So, Shep, here's one of the devices. This is from a Swedish startup company called Quickster. There are other similar companies in the U.S. that have something similar, but basically what it does is it's a biometric machine, and it looks at here's an image of
nice.
what your hand looks like underneath the skin. So it's not a fingerprint scanner or a palm print scanner. It is looking at the veins to kind of identify you. So everybody has a unique vein pattern, just like they do with their fingerprints. So using a very harmless infrared light, like on your TV remote control, they actually it scans your veins, and then it basically gives you clearance. And this one actually has a pin pad on it for an extra step of security.
Is that a little creepy?
It's a little creepy, but you don't need to worry about signing a receipt anymore. And you don't have to worry about giving your cashier a zip code because they now have everything about you.
It'd be hard to copy, Chris. For more on this, let's get to Heather Schlegel. She joins us now. She's a futurist. Heather, you buy this?
I think it's kind of cool, Shepard. What do you think?
I mean, I think it's kind of cool, if a little freaky. I guess they can't just cut your hand off and use your hand anymore. It wouldn't work like that.
Yeah, well, it is understandably that it does sound kind of creepy to us. If you think about these new technologies, they are looking for ways to increase security in our transactions. And a lot of these new things, entrepreneurs are trying out new ideas. And to us, we're used to these old ways of paying for things. They might sound kind of freaky. But if you went back 20 years ago, it might have sounded kind of creepy to pay everything with a piece of plastic that had a magnetic stripe on it.
Yeah, it might have. I was listening to how this all came about. And they've installed some of these terminals in 15 different shops, developed, I'm told, by an engineering student who was waiting in line one day and felt like there's got to be a better way.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the way entrepreneurs work. They look at and they find an opportunity, and they think about, well, how could this be better? Security is probably the most critical topic for payments and transactions with all of the breaches that are happening. It's more important than ever to have secure payment transactions. Biometrics is very promising because it's not easy to replicate. You can't fake it. And so the idea is that by using biometric payments, using biometrics in payments, you'll be able to have secure and safer transactions. But because we're not used to them, and it's kind of a new concept to a lot of us, it does sound kind of freaky.
They're kind of